if Nigerian people will still have confidence and trust in the anti-corruption crusade, you here, you are the one that can make that possible.
If you say, you can say yes, you can gather information for us, give us the information you have, not for you to be doing preliminary investigation or criminal investigation and be using that opportunity to do some certain things which I don't want to mention now.
Hello and welcome to Transparency Files, ICPC's weekly television program. I am your host, Hawa Sani Garba. Fighting corruption requires the collective efforts of governments, civil society organizations, the media, development partners, and citizens. Almost 2 decades ago, ICPC initiated the National Anti-Corruption Coalition, NACC, to serve as a key platform for mobilizing civil society organizations in support of transparency, accountability, and integrity. In today's edition, we bring you highlights from the ICPC NACC Summit for strengthening the coalition and hear why stronger collaboration is critical to sustaining the anti-corruption fight. We also bring you updates from our state offices and other exciting segments. But first, let's join Joy Aja for this week's top anti-corruption highlights. Stay with us.
Hello viewers, thank you for staying with us. My name is Joy Aja with Anti-Corruption Stories. ICPC has called on Nigerian students to ensure that the growing use of artificial intelligence, AI, is guided by strong moral values and ethical principles. The call was made during the 2026 Secondary Schools Debate Competition organized by the Junior Chamber International GCI ASU in collaboration with the ICPC at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. Speaking at the event, the chairman of ICPC, Dr. Musa Damu Aliyu SAN, represented by the Director of Public Education, Mr. Demola Bakari FSI, described the debate theme, balancing the benefits and risk of artificial intelligence, as timely and relevant in today's technology-driven world.
The topic for the debate today is not just germane. It is very, very important. It is the reality. In fact, apart from talking about artificial intelligence, there's recently some talk around synthetic intelligence. Whether artificial, whether synthetic, it is part of our reality. While they are considered as tools to enhance human life, it can be used, in fact, to destroy humanity. The only thing that will hold them is to incorporate value that makes life worthy of living into whatever they are acquiring with the artificial intelligence or synthetic intelligence.
In his opening remarks, the president of GCI ASU described the debate theme as timely, stressing that young people would play a crucial role in shaping the future of artificial intelligence. About 20 secondary schools participated in the competition, showcasing their debating skills and perspectives on the opportunities and challenges presented by AI. At the end of the contest, Government Day Secondary School Wuse 2 emerged as the second runner-up, while Merosa Academy secured the first runner-up position. Federal Government Boys College Apo emerged as the overall winner of the competition. In another development, ICPC has secured the conviction of a Deputy Commandant of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Mr. Idris Barde, for offenses bordering on job racketeering. Mr. Barde, who served as personal assistant to the former Commandant General of the Corps, Mr. Abdullahi Gana, was prosecuted by the Commission before Justice Ngozi Kanwabulu of the Federal Capital Territory High Court, Kurudu, on a 2-count charge. The charges arose from his receipt of the sum of over 4.5 million naira from one Mr. Igbo, Christian Okechukwu, under the pretense of securing employment in the NSCDC for 7 individuals. During the trial, ICPC tendered compelling documentary and testimonial evidence demonstrating the illicit act. After evaluating the evidence before the court, Justice Nwabulu found Mr. Barde guilty and sentenced him to 12 months imprisonment with an option of a 4 million naira fine. Reacting to the judgment, the commission described the conviction as another demonstration of its unwavering commitment to holding public officers accountable for abuse of office and corruption. That will be all on this segment. Transparency Files continues. Please stay with us.
Welcome back. ICPC recently hosted the National Anti-Corruption Coalition Summit on Members' Hybrid Engagement for Strengthening NACC at its headquarters in Abuja. The summit brought together civil society organizations, government institutions, development partners, and other stakeholders to discuss ways of strengthening collaboration in the fight against corruption. The ICPC chairman, Dr. Musa Adamu Aliyu, SAN, represented by the secretary to the commission, Mr. Clifford Okudiri Oparaudu, DSSRS, in his remarks, reaffirmed the importance of collective action in addressing corruption. The ICPC chairman stressed that corruption cannot be tackled by government institutions alone. He therefore called for stronger partnerships among citizens, civil society organizations, and other stakeholders to promote accountability and good governance. Let's hear him.
This summit comes at a critical moment in our national journey. Across the world, there is growing recognition that the fight against corruption cannot be won by governments and anti-corruption agencies alone. Sustainable success requires the active participation of citizens, civil society organizations, professional associations, the private sector, faith-based institutions, traditional leaders, youth groups, women organizations, academia, media, and development partners. It requires a collective movement driven by shared values and a common commitment to integrity. The National Anti-Corruption Coalition represents one of the most significant platforms for fostering such collective action in Nigeria. Today, therefore, it is not merely another meeting. It is an opportunity to review our collective commitment to the ideals that brought us together. It is an opportunity to strengthen our partnerships, reinforce our shared vision, and recommit ourselves to building a nation where integrity is the norm rather than the exception.
Since its establishment in 2006, the National Anti-Corruption Coalition has remained an important platform for engaging civil society organizations in anti-corruption advocacy. Speaking on the role and growth of the coalition, the head of Civil Society Mobilization Unit, Mr. Suleiman Godwin Achille, gave an overview of NACC's activities over the years.
Over the years, the Commission has partnered extensively with NACC members in promoting transparency, accountability, and integrity across the country. Consequently, the membership of the coalition has grown to over 400 registered organizations. However, in recent years, some members have lost contact with the Commission, while several new organizations have joined the coalition. In addition, some members have expressed concern regarding the existing modus operandi and memorandum of understanding, as the MOU, and have indicated their desire to engage the Commission on these issues. In view of this development, the Commission considered it necessary to convene this summit, a hybrid interactive engagement with members of the coalition to re-strategize, to rejuvenate and strengthen the National Anti-Corruption Coalition.
Participants at the summit highlighted the need for stronger grassroots engagement, improved communication among members, and a greater use of technology in anti-corruption advocacy. They also emphasized the importance of bringing more young people into the anti-corruption movement.
Corruption not in my country.
So, you sure say complete so?
Collect her.
Bring her.
He complete. Madam, next time, may you just come. You know. Let's get.
Correct guy. You got original Santana. My customer want to buy original Santana rice.
I'm Usi.
Original Santana.
Okay, original.
Come here.
Correct Santana.
Santana rice there for market.
Oh, Santana. Go Santana. Santana no ni. City take over.
Madam, so you mean there's no original Santana rice in the market? My sister Santana rice no there for market. Ibabu! Leave me make I talk. This one where I go package the wrong thing inside the right bag, call and say na original, na act of corruption, not in my country.
Stop corruption now. Corruption not in my country.
This is Transparency Files. Also at the summit, the Director of Public Education Department of ICPC, Mr. Demola Bakare, FSI, highlighted the role of the coalition in achieving a corruption-free nation, while Deputy Director, Mr. Solahiman Jimo, gave an overview of the ICPC mandate.
If Nigerian people will still have confidence and trust in the anti-corruption crusade, you here, you are the one that can make that possible. We understand that very much. And on the platform, you will know that I said something that, yes, we will help you to help us. And we want you to help us to help you. So it's going to be a two-way relationship. Tell it to anybody and we will understand that our country, our society is so low on integrity today. But for some of us that we still say, no, we cannot continue to be like this. That is why we form CSOs crusading against lack of integrity in our society. And so we are the first line of defense if our nation must go back to the days, to the fine good old days of honesty and integrity. Members should identify corruption risks before they become major scandal. When you, our sister agency will say, when you see something, say something. When at very minute stage, very come, supply the intel, I will take the necessary action. That is part of your role. Abandoned projects, ghost workers, illegal recruitment, procurement irregularities, extortions in public institutions, diversion of public resources, anyone reporting, aka intel, prevents greater loss to our system. It is part of your role.
So I'll start by quoting part of our law. to enlist and foster public support in combating corruption. And that is in Section 6 of the Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Act 2000. So you are here, or we are together because of this portion of the Act. If this portion of the Act is not there, we will probably not be talking together or doing anything together. So it's one of the key mandate of the Commission that, okay, we can talk together, we can bring ourselves together, collaborate, and be able to achieve certain things. Each member of the coalition is encouraged to be involved in one or more of the following areas of anti-corruption activities. The first one is information gathering. Some people call it a preliminary investigation, which shall in no way include and be understood to include criminal investigation. We specifically put this there because when we saw what people started doing, if you say, you can say yes, you can gather information for us, give us the information you have, not for you to be doing preliminary investigation or criminal investigation and be using that opportunity to do some certain things which I don't want to mention now. You can do research, studies, and survey, which you can also share with us and that we can use. Then the education and sensitization activities, production of information, education and communication materials, then advocacy and community mobilization.
Welcome back. How well do you understand the Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Act 2000, the enabling law of the ICPC? Today, an officer from our Legal Services Department explains what the Act says about abuse of office.
The provision of under the Section 19 of the Corrupt Practice and Other Related Offences Act 2000 it has to do with abuse of office, conferring undue advantage as a public officer to yourself or to your relation or to your associates. So that is basically if you are found after investigation as a public officer, confer undue advantage to yourself or to any of your relations or to your associates, you can be said to have abused your office, and this is an offense under the Act which has 5 years imprisonment without option of fine as the punishment for whoever is charged to court and convicted.
I am a Nigerian, a highly cultured race. My culture abhors corruption, and with my integrity, a new Nigeria is possible. I say no to corruption today to build a future for my children. Join me and imbibe the culture of integrity to build a Nigeria of our dreams.
Before we end today's program, here's an update on activities from our state offices across the country. Khadija Ibrahim is our guide.
A report from Niger State reveals that ICPC has sensitized the management and staff of the Niger State Ministry of Commerce on the effects of corruption. During the engagement, Principal Superintendent Moses Galadima of the ICPC presented a paper titled Eradicating Corruption in Ministries, Departments and Agencies. He emphasized that embedding ethical values and integrity within public institutions is essential for rebuilding public trust, improving service delivery, and accelerating national development. Similarly, ICPC Imo State Office has sensitized the management and staff of the Imo State Ministry of Digital Economy and E-Government on the critical role of digital technology in contemporary governance and anti-corruption efforts at the ministry's headquarters in Owerri. Mrs. Chinwe Egbeocha presented a paper titled Corruption in Digital Governance, Protecting Integrity in an Era of Technology and Innovation. She also provided participants with an overview of the ICPC's mandates, explaining that the Commission operates through 3 strategic pillars, which are enforcement, prevention, and public enlightenment. Coming from Lagos State, ICPC has trained personnel of financial institutions in Lagos on anti-money laundering compliance to strengthen efforts against financial crimes. The 2-day training held at Access Bank headquarters in Victoria Island was organized by Axego Nigeria Limited. The resident anti-corruption commissioner, represented by Mrs. Yvonne William Mbata of the ICPC, urged participants, especially frontline staff, to remain vigilant in identifying and reporting suspicious transactions and activities. And from Katsina State, ICPC has inaugurated the Student Anti-Corruption Vanguard at the Federal Polytechnic Daura to strengthen youth's participation in the fight against corruption. Representing the resident anti-corruption commissioner, Mr. Sani Tukur Taroni urged the students to uphold integrity, transparency, and accountability, while the rector of the Polytechnic, Dr. Musa Gambo, charged the students to embrace good values and support efforts to build a corruption-free society.
And that brings us to the end of today's edition of Transparency Files. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms showing on the screen. You can also watch previous editions of the program on our YouTube channel at ICPC Nigeria. Join us again next week, Friday at 6:30 p.m. on the NTA Network and NTA International. I'm Hawasani Garba saying, bye for now.